Welcome to the Banter Zone.
The Banter Zone.
It's February 1st
of the year 2015.
Year of the GOAT.
Harry Kane.
Who are you?
I'm Benzo, and who are you?
BK.
BK.
All right, Premier League.
Premier League.
This week we're so glad it's back.
It's back. It's
What do we
back
have,
in
15,
action.
15 games left after this weekend?
Something like that.
Something like that. I believe it's 15. Yeah, match day 23. 23 minus 38, 15.
That's good math.
Math.
Arithmetic.
Arithmetic.
We learned it in first grade.
All right, so yesterday,
Yes.
we had some good games. We had Hull, Newcastle.
Yes.
Newcastle 3-0.
3-0. 3 good goals by Cabella, which is like Camella, but
Also like Pamela.
which is another thing. But in this case, Remy Cabella, Sammy Amiobi, and Gouffran. Gouffran. Start with that Cabella goal. That Cabella goal, I remember I was getting my oil changed when I saw that goal. And I was like, look at the French guy doing some things. Remy Cabella with his cool haircut, just being cool, calm, and collect like a cucumber. Putting it in the back of the net. The whole net. The other 2 goals were also pretty good, but the highlight for me of that game was the Remy Cabella goal.
Cabella.
Yeah.
I wonder if they the hunting thing?
I was about to say, I think he sells
He sells like guns to
deer
kids.
products.
And he sells a Wii game. Cabella's big game hunting.
I think his big thing is selling deer piss.
Or fox earring.
French deer piss.
French venison piss.
That's it.
All right, next up we had Vodka versus the Toffees.
If you don't know what we're talking about, that's
should.
Crystal Palace versus Everton. They should by now, but just in case you got some new viewers.
Sort
BZ.
of a boring game, actually.
It was pretty boring.
Romelu Lukaku, the big Belgian himself, starting the scoring off in the 2nd minute. That was it.
That's it. That's all there was.
I mean, there wasn't really any great play.
Yeah.
I got really confused when I turned it on. I thought I was watching Tottenham because Everton was wearing their white kits, and I was like, what is this?
Well, someone's changed their kits.
Yeah. But Martinez needed it more, I believe.
Yeah, I absolutely think so because, Party's been doing some things since he's been at Palace, but Roberto Martinez, man, those Toffees, they needed a win bad.
Yeah.
Like, real bad. But, good on them for getting the win, but we'll see if it continues. I don't know if it
let's
will.
switch up to the other side of Merseyside.
That's it.
Liverpool.
Yep.
The Reds versus
The Bubbles.
forever blowing bubbles.
That's it.
Raheem Sterling woke up from his nap at halftime.
He had his nap, and he finally was like, I'm not tired anymore. I think I might have myself a goal in this game.
And he did. 6 minutes into the second half,
That's
boom, goal. But
I'm going to put this tea down. It's very good.
the big storyline was...
Yes. Yeah, the comeback of the
Sturridge wave.
That's it,
Let's
man.
do it. He
coming
comes back off the bench first time since August and scores.
Yeah. And it was a good goal, too. He had something to do.
Yeah.
He's at that weird angle where it's like, you can
Sturridge angle.
You can easily put it all the way around the other side of the goal, but he didn't. He
Nah,
slotted it.
Oh, he's so good.
Slotted it. Woohoo. Just
Penetration.
slotted.
The other game,
Yeah.
the team that Chelsea's the team that no one wants to talk about.
That's fair.
Manchester United versus Leicester.
The Devils versus the Foxes.
Yeah.
3-1 in that.
The game was over at halftime.
There's not really too much to say. Yeah, it was 3-0 by halftime, thanks to an RVP goal in the 27th minute.
Yeah.
Falcao had a poacher's goal, but a goal nonetheless in the 32nd. And then there was an own goal. An own goal by Morgan of the Foxes in the 44th minute. Now, there's nothing that quite takes the air out of a match than an own goal, but especially when you're down 2-0 own goal.
Like, hey, let me help you guys out. I don't want to play anymore.
I'm done with today, Manchester United. Here's the game for you.
Yeah. Here's 3 points.
There you go.
They did pull one back.
They did.
Late in the second half.
They did.
We thought maybe we could get a comeback like we saw earlier this year.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been fantastic.
Great.
But on aggregate, if you put the 2 matches together, it's 6-6.
Yeah.
Even Steven. United, you're just as good as Leicester. So, Diego Costa
Suspended.
out 3-match ban from this game. Yeah. That was the storyline heading into the Chelsea City game. Everybody forgets that we don't have Yaya Toure, Samir Nasri, Wilfred Boney. Mm-hmm. Chelsea also didn't have Cesc Fabregas because he was injured. So essentially, our squads were pretty even. I would say everybody was like,
still
"Oh,
got a
with
pretty good midfield without Cesc Fabregas." So this
exactly,
got Hazard.
yeah, exactly." You know what I mean? And Hazard, oh man, he's just so good. So the first goal, Loic Remy, Eden Hazard runs down the left.
That was a.
He literally just, it was like slow motion. And then Company had his legs extended to kick it past goal. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, Company at the last second pulls his legs back.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like,
and then Loic Remy's right behind him and puts it in. I was like, what just happened?
That was a nice little like one-touch link-up, like 1, 2, in.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but I don't know why Company didn't punt that bitch out of there.
It was... I think he was close enough that he could have got it.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, he might have been afraid that he was going to kick it into his own net, but Joe Hart was right there.
He was.
So I feel like he should have went for it. I don't know if you thought Dean McAllis was right behind him, but it wasn't Dean McAllis. It was freaking Loic Remy.
Yep.
Ready, just boop, gaping hole in. But 3 minutes later.
That response, though.
Yup. They come back. Crossed by Jesus Navas. Shot on goal. Thibaut Courtois spills it. Gives it over to Aguero. Mm-hmm. He just lashes at it. Yep. Far post. And then, my man, David Silva. Poacher goal. Slide in. 1-1. Going into halftime. Tied up. Jose Mourinho, you're not parking the bus today.
Nope.
Second half, no goals. But Frank Lampard got a hell of an ovation when he walked in.
Yeah.
It was something else.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, you have both sets of fans cheering you on.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I saw there was a guy who had a poster about Lampard. He's like, Lampard, not a legend. He's just a traitor.
He's not a traitor.
That's what I'm saying, but this Chelsea fan was real butthurt.
Well, he's not paying attention.
Nope.
The club gave him they ended his contract. Mm-hmm. He wants to play more. It's Chelsea's fault that he's at City. Don't blame Frank Lampard.
Don't hate the player.
Hate
your shitty ass team.
Yeah, hate the club that everybody hates.
Well, that was Saturday for the BPL.
Well, you got a nice breakfast.
Oh, today. Yes, I did, and it was bacon, egg, and cheese, and it was delicious.
Goal. No, it was a goal fest.
Yeah, I polished off that bacon, egg, and cheese with a nice bowl of goals.
Yeah,
just eating them up,
goalios
like hotcakes. Well, the Gunners faced the Villains they were at the Emirates, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, they were at the Emirates, and we have a pretty good record at the Emirates. Last time we lost the Emirates was United, November of 2014. You know, not great, because before that we had a good run at the Emirates. But that's besides the point. The point is, come on, you Gunners! 5-0, 5-0. You shut your mouth about the Gunners. They are here. They are not queer. Get used to it.
Biggest margin of victory this year?
It was. It's been our biggest margin of victory.
No, I mean in all of the Premier League.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it actually is.
Oh, no. Sunderland, Southampton, 8-1.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Forgot about that
game.
That game was stupid.
That was just...
There was like 3 own goals.
No,
in that,
that's fine.
Yeah.
But it was our biggest margin of victory in, like, years.
5-0 is big.
5-0 is huge.
Yeah.
It was good to see. We had some good starts today. We had Ozil was starting his first game in a while. Theo Walcott's first Premier League start in 14 months. We had Coquelin in. Bellerin was starting. Ramsey was starting.
Rocking out
real solid lineup. We had our new signing on the bench, number 5.
Is that what he's wearing?
Gabriel. Yeah.
He's Cinco?
He's Cinco.
Nice.
Or however you say it in Brazilian, because he's Brazilian, and he looks like he can mess up some people. Real bad.
Per, you won the World Cup. You're sitting on the bench.
Well, I think he's there more for Koscielny, because Koscielny's had that Achilles problem since forever.
Yeah, his Achilles
since always.
Yeah.
But anyway, talking about the goals now. Giroud started off with a nice goal. And almost as nice as the goal for me was Ozil's little flick on. It was almost like a Sweet Chin Music heartbreak kid Shawn Michaels kick
it was good.
To him and buries it. But then no goals for a while. Play was whatever. But then second half, about 11 minutes or so in, Ozil, everything to do, great counterattack from the Gunners. He slots it, and it looked like it wasn't gonna go in for a second. Yeah. I was like, just creep right now. And it did, wouldn't you know it? Just creeps right Brad Guzan. Because You're not in Brad Guzan's hands.
Brad Guzan, yeah, he was.
You're in no one's hands.
He almost had the penalty kick though.
Yeah,
he almost blocked it. I have to say,
almost. But
Santi put it past. Yeah,
not close enough. Santi had the PK, but in between that Ozil and the Santi PK, we had the return of Theo with just his pace and everything, and he passed it into the net. He didn't shoot it. He side-footed, just a nice little passed it right into the back corner. Beautiful. And then the surprise goal for me of the entire game was in stoppage time. Hector Bellerin out of nowhere just side foots it right past Brad Guzan. That's my new goal sound. Just give it the old.
There you go.
He side foots it right past Brad Guzan. Doesn't go into his hands.
No.
And we end it 5-0. Come on, Arsenal.
The
Last
other
game, yeah.
Saints Swans.
Yeah.
One of my favorite players in the Premier League, I have to say, John Joe Shelby.
The Bond
I love
villain.
him. He is the Bond villain. If you haven't seen him, here's a picture. He looks like a Bond villain. It's amazing. And he can shoot from range.
He can.
He's so good.
His goal today was outside the
Yeah.
box. Upper 90, just put it right in.
He's great. Saints, they didn't look that great today.
They were dominating the first half though.
Yeah.
They didn't get a lot like on goal, but their play was better. I was surprised with the way they lined their guys up today though. They had Tadic on the right, which he's not usually on the right. He's usually on the left or in the center. Mm-hmm. He's good at distributing from those places. But Eldro Elia, he's been in some scoring form, so he's like, well, might as well put him on that side. He's quick, he's good, but he didn't give as much today as I thought he was gonna. Dusan Tadic,
He's got that pace though.
he's fast.
Yeah.
And when it was him and Tadic, and then Sadio Mane was subbed on, and they were so fast. But it's just not enough because the Bond villain decided to come in and ruin the day.
That's what villains do.
That's it. That's what they do. Except for the actual villains who didn't do a goddamn thing.
Oh! Other than that, I think that's it.
That is it for today. We'd like to say thank you for watching to the YouTube watchers. Thank you for listening to the iTunes listeners. We're now on iTunes. We're going to have all the back episodes up soon. We're working on getting all those up there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go check us out on iTunes for the uncut version. Now, there's ones on YouTube, we cut them down to about 10 minutes, but if you want to hear more of what we have to say about a lot of things, go check it out on iTunes. There's a lot more body to it, but no one's going to watch a 40-minute video of us talking about soccer on YouTube. It's just not going to happen.
Girdle would hurt everybody.
Oh, yeah.
he's got tattoos on his knuckles.
You don't mess with the guy with tattoos on his
Yeah, exactly.
You just...
I learned that in kindergarten. Well.
First day of class. All right, here's your ABCs, and you see a guy with tattoos on his knuckles. You don't mess with him.
You don't mess with him. It's crazy.
You don't.